Qué bárbaro. Parece Tetera Tuesday. Bueno, abres la pironguita no bien fría, la abres y le sale humito y le chingada y le queda de botella. Porque el aluminio, pues no sabes, el aluminio tiene un sabor, quién sabe cómo, ¿entiendes? Pero cuando le tomas de la botella y la abres y sale humito. Cállate la boca, shut up. Yo tengo de bote, porque no es que no me gusta la botella, ¿verdad? Pero es que si compro botella, la voy a tumbar aquí, voy a mojar todo el pedo y la chingada. Y con el bote está más, o sea. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? It is #PVT Wednesday night. What's going on, everybody?
Hello.
Where's your... ¿No jala tu mic o qué?
Hi.
1, 2.
Oh, there you go.
2, 1.
Órale. Jala el de Ruben. Ruben, jala el tuyo.
Sí, señor.
Ahí es. Sí,
Ahí es.
señor.
A la mano.
Ponle la cámara a Ruben, baby. Ruben Naranjo. Era
Saludos.
Orange.
The third or the fourth or the fifth, ¿o cuál eres?
Number 3.
Number 3, papá. Asústame one time. No nomás hay 2, hay 3. Y tenemos a su tío, ¿verdad?
Yes, sir.
El tío Ricky Naranjo, papá. ¿Qué pasó, Ricky? ¿Cómo has estado, Dad?
Muy bien, gracias a Dios, Doc.
Qué bueno, Dad. Hey, muchas gracias por pasar por aquí, por nuestros estudios. Desde Green Acres, Texas, papá.
No más. You're one of the few that knows exactly where I'm from.
Yeah, man. And I told everybody on qué pasa. Y ahora me hablan camarada Billy Mendoza y dice, pon algunos de los de Green Acres, right? Yeah. Big fan of you guys, but Green Acres, ladies and gentlemen, is that a community? ¿Es unos pueblitos, una comunidad o qué?
It's just a community. It's attached to the school district of Ben Bolt, Texas.
Ben Bolt.
The Badgers. Yeah.
Cuando vas por la 281 yendo para Dallas, antes de que entras a Dallas, siempre está un little football stadium chiquito ahí en el lado, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Y esa es la área, that's Green Acres, right? Is that
That's Green Acres. You know, we've been there. I've been there pretty much all my life. In '76, I was 2 years old when they moved us out there, and never left.
Wow, man. And the history. We're going to talk about it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Va a ser un programa tremendo, pero primero quiero darle las gracias a todos ustedes que nos han estado apoyando. We have surpassed 28,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And we're close.
Yay!
We're close to reaching 29,000. And I think by the end of the year, we'll be over 30,000 for sure.
Yes.
And now we have an option when we're uploading videos that says videos for members only.
Oh, really?
Oh.
So
Nice.
we might start doing a little something later on. We're going to figure it out and try to make a master plan and maybe have a little members-only video club where we only members can see the video.
Exclusive.
You know,
Yeah.
we're only fans, para que sepan, carnal, en YouTube.
After dark.
Ajá. Emmanuel goes to Bangkok.
Oh, my God.
Cinemax After Dark, remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Los VHS Playboys
yeah.
que tenía el tío ahí en el closet, ¿entiendes? Debajo los Playboys, carnal.
Emmanuel in Sri Lanka.
Oye, carnal. Sri Lanka.
No, Emmanuel and Ben Bolt. And Green Acres.
Hey, pero en Ben Bolt no le dicen Emmanuel, le dicen manita.
That's terrible.
Ven para acá, manita.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ya chiquitos.
We're just getting started.
Estamos empezando, papá. So, ladies and gentlemen, what the hell was I talking about anyway?
You were saying that,
Subscribers.
yeah,
sí, subscribers.
only they
Members
get
only.
exclusive
Sí.
footage.
Exclusive footage, ¿me entiendes? Y pues nunca sabes, a lo mejor sabe una G-string o algo, nunca sabes, carnal. I mean, y pues si pagas puedes verlo, ¿entiendes la onda? Yo creo que es como 10 o 15 dólares por mes o algo así. La chica.
With a little Whiskey D mascot.
Dale, Simón. Con la Whiskey D-Mask de Simón. Y un calzón nomás.
Puro PVT After Dark.
Ándale.
Oh, my God.
Como el Benny Hill Show.
Man, I used to love the Benny Hill Show, bro. Las viejonas que ponía el vato, ¿no? El viejito. It was a funny freaking...
Today, Benny Hill would be part of cancel culture.
¿Verdad, bro?
Ah, bueno.
No, me se sale la raza, bro. Why can't people just leave people alone and let them have their own fun, bro, right?
God bless Benny Hill.
He's having too much fun. Cancel him. Chingao. People need to mind their own business. That's what they need to do, bro.
It was on Sunday nights here in the Valley.
See?
After the news at 10:30.
And right after that, it was the Bud Rollin Action Theater, right?
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
Remember that shit?
Bud Rollin, for those of you that are not from the Valley, he would sell carpets.
Carpet distributors.
Carpet distributors on 77 Sunshine Strip. And he would buy the hour, and he would show a movie.
And they were old westerns.
Yeah. And he would always say, let's go fishing, Coco. Because he had a little dog.
And Pretty Boy.
Yeah.
Tenía bird dogs. El vato le gustaba la pesca y la chingada. Era outdoorsman, ¿verdad?
He looked like...
Bud Rollin.
He looked like Harley Race a little bit.
He did, bro. He did.
The curly hair.
Bud Rollin's Action Theater. And then after that, I turned it to like this channel, and it was real snowy because it was a Corpus Christi channel, but they were showing Southwest Championship Wrestling at like 11 at night on Sunday, and my grandma would go in, ya apaga la televisión, vas a la escuela mañana, okay, chingao. But it was all snowy. Le puse a foil paper la antena y una papa y la chingada, la conecté con la antena de afuera.
I would watch it after Solid Gold.
Sí, on Saturday nights, okay.
On Friday nights, it would be Solid Gold and then Southwest Championship Wrestling.
Esa es la voz como cambia.
The good old days.
Yeah. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we were at the Landmark this week in my band Whiskey D, and we've got one more show to go for the year. And we had an amazing time. Check out this little video clip of us performing there, and the people just having a blast. Check it out. That's this past weekend.
Beginning to think that I'm wasting time. I don't understand the things I do. No, the world outside seems so unkind. I'm counting on you to carry me through. Whoa, give me the deep and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Whoa, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Let me hear the women scream.
No más. Me puse bien malo esa noche.
Yeah, you did, actually.
Pinche sereno me chingó. Se me estaba cerrando la garganta en la noche cuando estaba acostado en la cama. Y de ahí me aventé una cough drop y comenzó a salir flema y la chingada. Es la humedad, bro. Cuando viene la humedad antes de un cold front, me chinga los sinuses y la chingada. Me pega sinusitis y un desmadre, bro.
Let me get, you didn't use Vicks, did you?
No,
No,
yo
he didn't, actually.
No, pues, ¿sabes qué?
That's why. That's why he hasn't gone over it.
No, ¿sabes qué? Lo que hago, yo no me pongo Vicks en el pecho y doble calcetín y la chingada. O sea, nomás meto el Vicks adentro del un Q-tip en el Vicks y me lo meto en la pinche
my
nariz,
God.
carnal. Digamos. Se huele a puro pinche Vicks en la noche. Así no estoy con el pecho lleno y la chingada. ¿Tiene la una? So, y
And
jaló
then
un
the
poquito.
sábana, it sticks.
Yeah, y
La
de ahí se
sábana.
pone bien frío, de a madre te da un resfrío y la chingada, esto, lo otro, pero... Y no jala, bro. Métetelo en la nariz para que se vaya
Yeah.
para adentro. Lo vas a oler por la nariz, ¿no?
Yeah, so
¿verdad? So, anyway, we were very surprised to see some fans from Rosenberg
Oh, yes, our friends.
at our show at the Landmark. Show their picture. We
Yes.
told them we were going to show their picture. There they
Oh,
are.
my goodness.
They said, Rock, we had the option of going to see David Lee Gaddis over there in Houston or Whiskey D down here in Alamo, and we have friends here in Mission, so we decided to come down to Alamo to check you guys out, and they really had a blast with us there. And then we had a little picture there with my goddaughter también. I thought,
wait, what?
Oh, no, that's
Oh.
Danny's son. Put that one on. That was good. Put that one on. That's Danny's son. Danny says he loved us. He was sitting at a chair, just bobbing his head and just opening his mouth, not knowing the words, just pretending to sing
Sing
along.
He was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
I brought him on stage, and he's like his dad said, you have a fan for life, bro.
Aww,
So
that
I
is
said,
so
all right,
sweet.
that's awesome. And let's see, what's the next picture, babe, real quick.
Kiana.
Kiana, my goddaughter, there she is. Man, the landmark on Tower had, you see that monster in the back, that gargoyle? They had them all over, like
All
weird
over.
sculptures, huge. I mean, Roy Landa really goes out of his way for Halloween. It's absolutely amazing.
That
The
was awesome.
landmark.
Like Jeepers Creepers. guys.
Uh-huh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Let's see is there another picture on
There's
there,
one
babe?
more.
There's one more. A ver, ¿cuál es, babe? That's Chris Salinas. You know,
Shout out to Chris.
they had a contest, a costume contest, and guess who won?
Was it that guy?
That guy won, dude. Chris Salinas. He was dressed as Trump in his wheelchair, and he's been a lifelong fan of mine from the radio and all that. And he had the Trump flag, and he won $200. He got first prize.
Yeah.
$100 for second, 50 for third. And then when I was on stage and I announced him as the winner, I was shocked. And they had a very interesting way to pick the winner, right? They had
Right.
like a number, and then they had an
Well,
app.
they had to scan a QR code, and it took them straight to an app.
voting?
Yeah, like a voting.
Yeah.
Just like a voting thing. So
So they all voted there, and he won. And then what surprised me, dude, was I said, how many Trump supporters do we have here? And like everybody screamed.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was shocked. And then I said, how many Joe Biden supporters? Crickets, dude.
Wow.
Am I lying or am I saying the truth,
no,
babe?
you're saying the
I
truth,
was
yeah.
shocked, dude. That's shocking to me. I thought people were going to start booing and stuff, and they didn't. So, pretty crazy. But congratulations to Chris Salinas.
And his winnings, he's going to donate it to the border wall.
No, he's not. Mexico's going to pay it.
What am I thinking?
They were gonna pay it on Trump's second term, right?
Yeah.
But no second term, so chingaron. Anyway, what else do we got? Hold on a second. Oh, so I am going to do something I haven't done in a long time. It's probably been like 10 or 15 years that I've really done anything like this. But I'm going to do stand-up comedy again. Okay, so next Thursday night, and you don't. When I get up on stage, bro, agarro todo al puro pedo. So next Thursday night, vamos a estar en la Quinta Ronda, right down the street, over here on Nolana. It's gonna be Flo Hernandez, Valente Rodriguez is gonna be here, and Flo and Valente will be here on the show next Wednesday. And then Thursday night, we're going to do comedy at Quinta Ronda. And as you can see, I'm at the bottom left. I'm the special guest, but I'm going to kick off the show with about 15, 20 minutes of comedy. And last night, I was just rolling around in bed laughing of shit I'm going to say. I couldn't sleep, dude. I was thinking of these real funny ideas of chingaderas that Raza does, right? So anyway, and then Friday, I'll be doing comedy in Brownsville, okay? That's going to be at Mala Suerte Bar in Brownsville, okay? And it'll be Flo. It'll be the same lineup. Fernando Panda Chacon también is going to be there. So we're going to have a lot of fun comedy style, man. I'm going to have a blast. And those guys better bring in their A game because I'm a fresh guy. I've had a bye week for 3 years or for like 10 years.
Oh my God.
So I'm ready to explode, dude. And then on Saturday,
Wait, what?
Saturday, it's not the comedy, it's Whiskey D's last show happening at Bourbon Street.
Last show of the year.
Last show of the year.
Not ever.
Yeah, no, our last show of the year is always our toy drive. Not unless they hire us for a festival at the last minute in December, which usually we don't take. We want to take time off. Bring a toy. It's happening Saturday, the 11th, November 11th, and we start playing at 9 o'clock p.m. sharp at Bourbon Street in McAllen.
Oh, perfect.
An unwrapped toy worth $10 gets you in, and we have an amazing band called the 11th Street Band that will be performing with us. So it's going to be an intimate show. It's going to be at Bourbon's, and all you need to do is bring a toy. Bring more than one toy. Bring $100 worth of toys, man. This is for the kids from the Edinburgh Housing Authority. We've been doing it every year, and we always document it with video and show you people exactly how you help out and make these kids, man, so happy. It's a wonderful feeling when they get their toys the week before Christmas, or a couple of days before Christmas, actually. So make sure to join us, okay? All right. We want to thank Roadie's Country Fried Chicken, Eagle Pass. ¿Ustedes han tocado en Eagle Pass, Dad?
It's been a long time. You know what, Eagle Pass? What do we do in Eagle Pass, Ruben? I don't remember.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I think one time even when El de Junto, en paz descanse, Jimmy Garcia, I believe we played for one of his I think it's bajista,
Frank.
for Frank's wedding.
Órale.
And this was a long, long time ago, though.
Shoot, man, you guys got to go back there, man. Se está poniendo bueno. So, si
Yeah.
van para allá, vale más que le caigan a Rody's Country Fried Chicken in Eagle Pass. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. Mira nomás el pollo, está bien sabroso. Deep fried, ya nomás, qué bárbaro. Y tienen unos chicken gizzards. No, hombre, olvídate. Con una special sauce de Rody's Country Fried Chicken. Fish and shrimp, hot dogs, chicken fried steak. Located 1910 El Indio Highway, the fastest drive-thru in Texas. Call in your order 830-773-9189. They've got Rody's Playland. Show Rody's Playland, babe. And I want them to see the ring that they've got at Rody's Playland because it's going to be happening in November this month. In a couple of weeks, there's going to be an amazing wrestling event right there at Rody's Playland. And we were hoping to make it, but we are committed that weekend. It's going to be on the 18th, I think, on 19th. We have the poster right there. Put the poster up, baby, so they can see it. And that way they can go check out the wrestling at Rody's and support the wrestlers out there. It should be a lot of fun.
Who's going to be there?
It's Rody's 39th anniversary. Nombre, shut up. I wonder where they got that from. Nombre, shut up. Got to shut up. Saturday, November 18th, it says there, right? Or 19th? Is it 18th?
Saturday, November 18th.
Yeah, it's the 18th.
Yeah.
Admission, $10. Go by, take the kids, take the family, eat some chicken, enjoy some fun, and drink some cold ones, and watch some of the most fun wrestling you could ever watch. It's happening at Rody's Country Fried Chicken. Also want to thank Top Floor Classic Car Dealership, bigger location with consignments, 301 South Market Street in Brenham. Tienen una troquita azul, man. But first of all, their garage has some amazing vehicles. ¿Te gustan los carritos viejitos, Ricky?
Oh, yeah.
Mira nomás, mira.
Check it out.
El 55, ese vato está bruto. Top Floor Cars in Brenham, Texas. Ese está bonito. Mira el color ese.
Beautiful.
Qué bárbaro.
Yeah. One of my first cars was a 1958 Ford Fairlane.
Y esos están con madre, bro. Ahorita it's probably worth some money, bro. Look at that. That's a beautiful vehicle. Hey, tienen una troquita, una 1969 Chevy. Y ni parece que es 19... Mira.
That one?
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. The
Enterita.
color.
Hey, Rockin', that's a hybrid. It's gas and oil.
Brand new Ellis engine. It's got a smooth suspension.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Pero, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to buy this truck, it's already sold,
No!
dude.
Is it really?
Yeah, they sold it yesterday. Look.
Sold before we even put it
Look
online. Wow.
There it goes. Some dude went and bought it quick, dude.
La tirada, hasta la tirada.
Qué bárbaro, no.
Damn.
Mira, se va a
That's
arrancar bien a leer en su
beautiful.
troquita. Mira. No, hombre, qué bárbaro.
It says sold before we even put it online.
Con esa no puedes ver la calle, Ruben.
Puro troqueando.
Yeah, but you can't see the street
Why?
because con todos los calzones que te avientan en el windshield, carnal. Los calzones caen al windshield.
Look at that. Oh, my gosh.
Pero si pasas por Alex es un calzón grande de madre.
Thank you, Carlos and Tony from Top Floor Cars.
Yeah. All right. So let me introduce. I'm going down the list. We got a lot of stuff today, babe.
Yeah, I know.
Rally, what's going on, baby doll?
Hey, what's up? Shout out to all the ladies on the chat zone. Carmen Benavides, Victoria Garcia, and Laura, Ohio. What's up?
Chaz Corona is here, man. What's up, Chaz?
What's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out tonight. We got, first of all, happy birthday to Daniel Nevadas. Happy
birthday.
Oh, thanks for hanging out on your birthday with the PVT crew. Homer Trevino. We got Doughboy. He's in Portland, Oregon. Alamo. And Jonathan Riojas. He's in Midland. And all the way from West Palm, Florida, it is Mr. Joe Corona and George Ochoa. He's in McGregor. We got people from border to border and coast to coast. If you have a question for the gentleman tonight, our lovely guest, let me know and we'll pass along the question. And we're here to keep you guys company tonight. Thanks for hanging out with hashtag PVT.
Dale. Y pues tenemos a Ricky Naranjo, a Ruben Naranjo, los gamblers aquí con nosotros esta noche. Pero tenemos que hacer una llamada para Alice, Texas. ¿Me puedes pasar el teléfono, baby, por favor?
Yes, give me 1 second.
Pues todavía no me he engripado, raza. Pero pues tú sabes, ando lavando aquí con una Bud Zero porque pues ya sabes, yo soy alcohólico. Pero se prea toda madre. Yo viendo las polquitas estas que abarro. We're gonna call Ruben López.
El tocayo.
El tocayo de. ¿Ustedes lo conocen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've known Ruben Lopez. His dad, Ted Lopez. I first met him many years ago, working with my dad. We both started working more or less around the same time with my dad back in '93. This is my 30th year being in this business.
Man, he's president and CEO of Tejano Roots Hall of Fame Museum. So we're gonna give him a call. A ver si contesta, because he says he's got a major announcement he wants to make here on hashtag PVT. A ver. Is it working? Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see. I put the wrong one in.
Hey.
Cámate. Hold on, Ruben. Cámala, Ruben. Ahí está, Ruben.
Hello, can you hear me?
There you go, Ruben. All right. I had the wrong cord plugged in, man. What's going on, Ruben? How you doing? We're live on hashtag PVT, coast to coast, border to border, brother. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. And again, para todos los listeners, Rock and Roll James y todos, un saludo a mi tocayo Ruben, Naranjo, of course, Ricky.
Yeah.
One of my drinking buddy aquí. I'm still here, Ricky, at the spot.
You know what?
Te oyes como si andas a toda madre, Ruben.
Oh, I told you better call me early because seeing up at este tiempo, ya estoy listo para un shot or something like that. But again, for all your listeners and everything, and of course, la familia Naranjo y Ricky y los Gambers, man, one of the hottest conjuntos out there. And, man, I'm very proud of our own here in Alice, Texas, that just continue to put out great music. And, of course, you can't forget El Mero Mr. Ruben Naranjo y todos. And, of course,
Yes, sir.
a lot of legends out of the Alice, Texas area. I'm very proud to be in your show. We talked earlier. I met you a lot of years there at the Domingo show under a tent y todo, and I said,
In
"Man,
Corpus."
who's this guy?" In Corpus, I said, "Who's this guy?" And but you know, certain things happen and things like that. But I want to thank you for inviting me to your show and all your fans and be part of y'all show today. But here again, Tejano Roots Hall of Fame Museum, the only museums recognized by the state of Texas. So, nosotros every year we try to acknowledge the musicians for their time in the music industry. And it's something that, of course, one of the founders of Mr. J.V. Villanueva started. And this is going to be our 23rd annual Noche de Fiesta Tejana. Of course, we have a kickoff dance, an award ceremony. And I thank you for allowing me to do that and let everybody know what's going to be happening. A 2-day event here in Alice, Texas, one of the biggest events that we have in Texas and the state of Texas. But for right now, we want to congratulate you for this year. You will be inducted into the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame Museum.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
So,
That's amazing.
Again, I read your bio. I read it, and of course, as a team, and you were right. And when COVID was here, a lot of the radio stations, a lot of stuff, with everything was going on, it was something different, and that's that's why you have the followers that you have, because you have to think outside the box, and you did what you've done right now with all your listeners, and it's something that a lot of people are starting to do that. They have their shows. You have people from El Valle up everywhere that they get together, but somebody had to start it. Somebody had to make sure that is it something that we're going to be doing in the future, and it is. So, of course, we want to remind everybody that the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame Museum kickoff dance and induction ceremony will be happening in Alice, Texas, January 5th and 6th. And, man, what can I say? 23 years of this museum, about 15 years under the leadership of myself and a great team that we have. It takes a team in order to have a successful organization. And again, very proud of our hometown, ¿verdad? Ricky Los Gambers, of course. Mi tocayo Ruben.
Thank you, brother.
Ricky, that I get to see here and there. We always enjoy a cold beer and that's why I'm still here. Ricky, like I said, at the spot, was waiting for this interview. And what can I say, man? Rock and Roll James, we threw your name out, called some people, want to make sure the real deal, and you are the real deal.
Wow.
Take it to the next level. And de parte de todos, the Tejano Roots Board of Directors, myself, Ruben Lopez, President and CEO, we want to congratulate you and your family for all the hard work that you've done and taken La Onda. And I hope that everybody can come down to our award ceremony. And if not, I'd like for you to, at one of your shows, to let everybody where you started from. Because a lot of people don't know where you've been at and the history that you have. Everybody kind of looks at you, hey, this guy with a tattoo, this guy tells the truth, straight out, no whole bar. People like you, people hate you. Hey, I'm in the same boat, but they need to know.
But we're people of we're people of conviction, and we're true to ourselves, and we believe in what we do, and what we want to do is we want to do the best we can to continue supporting what we did. And I'm a rock and roller from the very beginning as I was a young kid, and I got into Tejano when I started working at a club in Harlingen, and then I got offered a job in Tejano radio on weekends, and it started back in 1988, and I'm still here and I'm still doing it, and I've transitioned into the new digital era by embracing the YouTube and embracing the TikToks and embracing all that, and helping this product reach the masses, and which is something that's easy to do now with the internet. And I'm really, I don't have many awards, dude, and this one surpasses anything I could ever receive. Being in the Hall of Fame.
We're very proud to be able to acknowledge it. Como te digo, we have a lot in common. A lot of my classmates y todo, yo vine to rock and roll, and a lot of people told me, Ruben, what are you doing with this organization? I mean, we used to be concerts, un toquito que hay todo. Hey, it is what it is. Black Sabbath, Ron James Dio, Styx, Texas Jam, when they used to be, I like Houston, Ricky will know that.
Yeah.
A lot of concerts, that's what I was. But, people tell me, what brought you here? You know what? I come from a line of musicians, of course, my brother, my dad, and of course, my uncle, Mr. Juan Cifuentes. Everybody knows him. Very strict on this industry, todo.
Yeah.
And, hey, whatever brought me to where I'm at right now, very proud, very honored to be part of this organization, todo.
Well, let me tell you.
I wanted to call you and congratulate you.
Thank you.
In front of you and your fans and everybody, of course, our hometown heroes y todo, Ricky y los Gambler y todos.
Ruben, you and I are right where we're supposed to be, man. That's where we're at, bro. And I appreciate you, and thank you so much, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you. We're spending the whole weekend, and I'm taking a whole crew, dude. We're going to need a few tables over there, bro. So I'm going to be buying a few tables, and we're going to have a party Friday night, Saturday night, June 5th, June 6th, January 5th and January 6th of 2024. And it's going to be an amazing event, man. And we're going to help you out and make fun and have fun and joke around and just enjoy life, man, at the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame Museum Award Ceremony. Ruben, I appreciate you, man. Muchas gracias, te lo agradezco.
Thank you, sir. One more time, de parte de todos, the board of directors, myself, Ruben Lopez, President and CEO of Tejano Roots, congratulations. Well deserved. To my amigos de Adi, Texas, y todos, all surrounding area, all your fans, everybody that's listened to you, man, congratulations again. And we'll see you later. And, of course, more information will be coming up as we get closer to our event. And thank you for allowing me to be on your show. Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias, Ruben. Ándale, es todo. All right, the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame. How about that, folks?
Wow, that's awesome.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, they reached out to. I want to thank Johnny Hernandez. He's actually the one that reached out, and he wanted to nominate me and all that. And he says that I'm well deserved of it. And I've been in this business for a long time, and part of the Tejano culture and Conjunto culture. I mean, Ruben, I met you when you were a kid, man.
Yes, sir.
You were guys who were barely starting. Your uncle had just picked you up, and it's interesting, dude. Like, who would ever think that the grandson of a legendary conjunto pioneer, like your grandpa, that you would like just inherit the genetics, dude, of playing his style of music? It's crazy. How did that happen, dude?
Oh man, you know it's a long story, but you know it goes all the way back to when I was a kid. My mom showed me the words to a couple of songs, and you know, growing up, I grew up in the rancho, and I spoke a lot of Spanish. I had to take speech class when I went to elementary school, so I would sing in the backyard with my grandfather. Con la guitarra, and my grandfather was the type he liked to have he always had a fire going, some barbecue going or whatever, a couple of beers, and I would sing with him. And one day we went to his show and he called me on stage, you know, they come up here, and he told me, he would tell me in the backyard, hey, tú vas a ser músico. And I was like, oh man, like I didn't want to be a musician, you know. I wanted to be a rock and roller, or,
like me,
you know, or you know, a doctor or something. And he's like, "No, you got it." And I didn't know at the time what he was talking about, but I would sing in tune, and I would come in at the right time. And so he called me on stage one day. I got
so you had timing,
and tuning,
wow,
the basic stuff.
You inherited that,
and it just came natural. You know, I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
He called me on stage one day. I went up on stage and he lowered the accordion mic, and I stood on his accordion case and I sang through the accordion mic.
Is that the picture you sent me, Rick?
That's the picture.
Put that picture, babe. It's like the fourth picture. It's he's standing on stage and the little boy's next to him.
Yes.
That one right there. Is that it?
That's me.
Wow, dude. That's incredible, bro. That is absolutely... What an amazing picture, dude.
Yes.
It was in Houston, Texas. We were there the weekend. I'm wearing an Astroworld shirt there. We were at Astroworld.
Wow.
We went to the show and he called me up. He put the accordion case for me to stand on, and I sang through the accordion mic.
Yeah.
And man, the rest is history, you know. I mean, I did it a couple of more times. I sang at Rosedale Park in San Antonio at the Conjunto Festival. There's a lot of people.
Did you get the bug right away, man, after that?
Man, it was like, to me, he was just my grandfather. You know, era mi abuelo.
Sí.
And, but I didn't realize how famous he was, you know. But I mean, he was humble, really humble.
Yeah.
And he passed away, unfortunately. You know, we got to practice like.
How old were you when he passed away?
I was 15.
He was 15, and he was how old?
He was very young, 53.
53.
Yeah.
Why did he die so young, Rick? What happened, man?
My dad was raised in a fashion that doctors were bad and stuff like that. You know, he was born in 45, and my grandfather, his dad, you know, raised all his siblings, which were my dad's tios and tias and stuff. So. You know, it was just one of those things that happened. He got a little ill, and you know, he never wanted to go to the doctor for any.
What was the illness he had, or what was the cause of death?
The cause of death was determined to be congestive heart failure.
Okay.
You know, so he wasn't doing well, and you know, something as simple as going in and getting some Lasix or stuff like that. He might still have been here with us, but I tried my best. My mom.
How old were you, Ricky, when he passed away?
I was 24.
24.
I'm the youngest one. But at the time, you know, it was. I had already been working with him for a while, and I knew when he told me, he said, well, if I'm still like this in 2 days, I'll let you take me to the hospital. And that same night that he told me that, in the morning, he had passed on already.
What were his symptoms, or what? Can you put some of his pictures on, Mom, so people can see who we're talking about? It's Ruben Naranjo, his Ricky's dad, and Ruben's grandpa.
Yeah, he had like a cold. It seemed like, right?
Yeah, he just wasn't doing well.
Like
he wasn't taking care of himself.
Did he ever deal with any drugs and alcohol and stuff like that? Was that involved? Because I remember hearing back when I was younger, when I started, that he had a bout with maybe like a heroin or something like that.
My dad was a very, very heavy heroin user for many years, and then after one of his brothers passed away, and well, my sister passed away. That's when it started.
Was it in the 60s when he was,
No, it was in the 70s, and then he came, he got clean. He got off the methadone and everything, but he started drinking a little more. But he was drug free, but the alcohol, I think that's what ended up making him retain the fluids.
With the liver. Well, what happened is, I have some family members that were intravenous drug users as well, and they were in the early 60s and 70s, and but early 60s. I'm talking 61, 62, and they would share needles back then because there was no education about, you can pass, hepatitis, you can pass all kinds of things with shared needles. That's why they do, they use the needle program and stuff like that. And, they went clean and they stopped doing the drugs, and it came back to haunt them later on in life.
Yeah.
It affected the liver because of the sharing of the needles and stuff like that. So back in the 70s and the 60s, I mean, la raza no tenía nada de educación about doing drugs safely, and stuff like that could happen. Was there something, but there was nothing wrong with Ruben's liver, right?
No, as far as we know, he went to go see a couple of, clinics throughout my adult life, which I remember as a kid. I don't really remember too much about him going and seeing any doctors or anything like that. That's just the way it was back then. We lived in a ranch, and sometimes my dad would be gone for a few weeks at a time.
Well, how was it living, seeing your dad go through that? Were you with him in his band when he was going through that, or was he already clean?
No, he was already clean.
Okay.
He was already clean.
So you didn't, but you were a small kid when he was going through that, or?
Yeah, it was very difficult. I'm the youngest one in the family, and after we lost my sister in '78, I was 4 years old. And then we lost his father, my grandfather, which was pretty much my father figure, and taught me a lot about life.
Because your dad was always on the road and stuff.
Yeah, and we lived in the ranch. I was the one that had to get up early and do this and that.
Ir a limpiar, darle de comer al marrano.
Los marranos.
Dale el quelite y hace esto y lo otro, ¿verdad?
Yeah, but it was it was amazing to see him recover from that.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell everybody that's addicted to whatever, there's always a chance. There's always hope. Don't ever give up.
Yeah. It's just so sad that he passed away so young. I have so many friends that are dying in their 50s, dude.
Yeah.
I've been to, I don't know how many funerals this year. I have a friend that lost 3 brothers, 60, 58, and 54, and they all died from alcoholism and stuff.
Most of my uncles, his brothers, there were 7 brothers at one time. They've all passed on.
Yeah.
But not just that. I mean, we lost a lot of good people in COVID. The COVID era, a lot of healthy young people. And you never know what's going to get you.
The thing about it is when COVID came in, your life depended on how you lived your life in the past, If you weren't living a lifestyle that was, that helped your immune system, and you're in bad shape physically, you were in more danger of getting affected in a negative way. But man, I just how old would your dad be right now if he'd be still be alive?
78.
78? He could have still been rocking, dude.
My mother's 78. She's healthier than I am.
Yeah, wow.
She's outside every day doing things.
¿Y sabes por qué? Porque comen en la casa.
Yes,
¿verdad?
my mother will not eat out. She'll have her breakfast at the same time every morning, and it's just oatmeal now.
Fast food's killing everybody, bro.
She has a little coffee in the morning. Her lunch at the same time. She calls it "toque merendar." Little snack at 3:00, and then her dinner, and that's her routine.
Yeah, it's discipline, structure. Something us musicians can't have, man. Right?
Puro late night burritos.
But
those are my favorite.
every time we go on the road, dude, we say hey, stop for some burritos right away. That's when we eat burritos, is when we're on the road,
I already know what store they're good from.
Yes.
Alsup's is one of them. San Angelo. And then, pues, sometimes you get into a Stripes or something, y tan más o menos los burritos y la chingada. Pero, man, I've always been fascinated with your dad and his music because he created a compás that I don't think anybody else had. The compás that his music had is like, it had that.
Oh, yeah.
It's got like
that head bopping.
Yeah, dude. And then with his con las voces. I mean, it was perfect stuff, bro.
I'm gonna tell you a story that you probably haven't heard, and if you have, you probably won't believe it. But that song that you're listening to was one of the first recordings that he did. My dad he was with Sarape Records, and my dad didn't like the way they would mix conjunto or tejano for that point. So my dad asked Johnny Gonzalez, the owner of Sarape Records, that he wanted a different studio, and he wanted them to be white. You know, the engineers and stuff. And there was a studio called Pantego Studios in Pantego, Texas.
Where the hell is that?
It's right next to Dallas.
Okay.
And anyway, they were there all night. My dad would record 2 albums in 1 week. You know, he'd just stay there 24/7 in the studio.
No, dude, honestly, these guys
he would. And he said, no, there was always this bunch of kids running around, messing around with the drums and stuff. Well, those kids ended up becoming one of the most famous rock and roll bands of all time. They're named Pantera.
See,
Jerry Abbott is their dad, and he's the one.
Jerry Abbott had a studio, right?
Well, that's where Ruben Naranjo recorded all of this stuff that we're
Are
listening
you
to right
kidding me, man?
Wow.
Pantera, bro.
Crazy.
now. Yeah.
Man, and that guy lost his sons.
Yes.
His, Vinny Paul, the drummer, just died at a hotel about 4 or 5 years ago in Las Vegas. And his brother, Dimebag, the guitar player, was shot in the head while he was on stage, in Ohio on December 8th, the same day they killed John Lennon.
Oh, wow. That I didn't know.
Yeah, dude. And it was tragic for that man as well, you know.
But my dad loved being in that studio because, Jerry would let him pretty much mix his own stuff. I want the hi-hat mic, I want a mic in the kick and everything. Back in those days, they wouldn't put a mic on all this. There's like one mic for the whole drum.
And everybody get around it, or whatever. Yeah, hang the mic on top of the cymbals up there.
My dad was, he wanted things done his way, and this is what he imagined his band to sound like, and it's amazing that what we're listening to me still sounds just as good or better than some of the new stuff.
Yeah, dude. I'm serious. Right away. No más. Puro drinking music, vato.
Oh, yeah.
Hay unos no van a call in sick mañana, cabrón. Ya sé que les gustan hacer esa chingadera. Chinga, nomás me iba a pistear un 6. Pinche rock. ¿Qué trajo a Ricky Naranjo y Ruben y los Gamblers? So when you were living at the ranch, your dad was basically all the time on the road while performing, right? Because back in the 70s, he was out there.
Yeah, he was always gone when he'd show up. My sister and I would wait for him. Like we kind of knew, he'd always call and let us know, and we'd always just, he was our papi. Hey, we'd be fighting for the first hug and stuff, because mi papá era cariñoso with us. That's one thing that I'll never forget.
Yeah.
But
well, you know what his nickname is, right, Ruben?
El Clark Gable de la Onda.
El Clark Gable de la Onda. Look, put Ruben's pictures, babe. Put Ruben's pictures first, right? Yeah. Put them in line just the way I put them on there for you, babe. Besides the one where Ruben's on stage with him, just the ones of his face. So, okay, that's Ruben Naranjo. Yeah. And let's see. There's Ruben Naranjo right there, and I don't know if I don't know if Ricky's mom got mad with those girls next to him.
Oh yeah,
those girls right there are the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Yeah, I know.
He's the only Mexican or even in country or because after that they stopped allowing that to happen.
Entró Jerry Jones y cambió todo el pedo.
Si tienes que pagar. Pero that's a great poster. Ponlo otra vez, babe. You know what? We ought to print that out and put it on the wall here. Ruben Naranjo with Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
We got T-shirts for that.
Yeah,
we'll get you.
Orale, está bruto, bro. It's like a 70s freaking, take me back, right?
Yeah. That was 1980, if I'm not mistaken.
See, and there's Ruben right there with his accordion. And always looking sharp, man. He has his tie, his suit.
I believe he was 45 years old then.
And that's Clark Gable. That's the actor, Clark Gable. Mm-hmm. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. ¿Cómo se llama la vista esa? Gone with the Wind, which I think has been canceled also. It's been taken off of like Amazon and stuff like that.
Because of the slavery?
Yeah, because of the, I think the housekeeper and stuff like that. But anyway, put on these other pictures, babe. The Clark Gable, all right? Put Clark, there's Clark Gable. Oye, parece Ruben Naranjo, bro.
It does.
Ponle el bigote, carnal. put on that. Mira, mira.
Johnny Canales gave him that nickname.
Sí, right. Ese vato no se le pasa nada, Johnny, ¿verdad?
El Clark Gable de nosotros. decía.
Now, wait, man. Put that one on, and right after that one, put like the one you put last of him, the black and white one. All right, that's right there. That's Clark Gable.
The black and white one.
Yeah, there's like a black and white one. The very first one you put right now, where he's holding the accordion, or put one that looks close to that. Let's see, right next to it. Let's see.
Hold on.
I'll let you choose.
This one?
Yeah. Is there another one? Let's see.
This one?
Yeah, that one, and then put the last one that you put of the Clark Gable.
You want me to do a side by side?
Can you do that? Yeah, hell yeah. Do a side by side with one of them. El Johnny Canales gave him that nickname, bro.
Take it away.
Yeah. El Clark Gable de la onda. El Clark Gable de la onda. Take it away. Oye, Ruben, ¿y tú levantaste el acordeón ya a los 15 cuando estabas?
Yeah, my grandfather passed away, and the way it went down, my dad approached Amadeo Flores, which he was a master at the accordion, de Alice, Texas.
Sí.
My grandfather's real good friend. My dad approached him, and my dad wanted to learn. But my dad was already older, and my dad asked him, hey, how much would you charge me to give me some accordion lessons? And Amadeo told him, I don't know, but I won't charge your son anything, which was me. Mm-hmm. And, I was a teenager. I wasn't really interested in
accordion.
The accordion,
conjuntos,
I was interested in girls and stuff like that,
Yeah. And rock?
And rock and roll, yeah. Rock and roll. And so my dad, told me, hey, he wants to give you some lessons. So, I thought about it, and it was going to be a Christmas gift to the family.
Órale.
So we were doing it. Like my mom and dad knew about it. And I was learning. I was taking a few lessons. And I was just going to surprise the whole family. And Christmas time, I was going to play a few songs. That was going to be my Christmas present to the family. So I started going. And, I thought I sucked. I still think I suck. But anyways, I started going. And one day I showed up. And I got there early. And he was giving some accordion lessons to like an established accordion player. He had his own band at the time. And, they would play his music on the radio and all that. And he was trying to teach him a song, and the guy couldn't get it. And I was in the other room. And I took out my accordion, and I learned the song just by listening. So when he left, I told him, hey, that song you were trying to teach that guy, it goes like this. And I started playing it, and he just sat back and looked at me, and he was like, ¿Pa qué vienes pa acá? I was like, what do you mean? Like, you don't want me to come anymore? He's like, no. He's like, what you did right there, that's all you got to do. He's like, you don't need me anymore,
Uh-huh.
And I was like, man, I felt like I didn't know anything.
See.
The next thing you knew, I was in the studio recording, and I was on stage playing.
Damn. And how old were you there? Around 17, 16,
No, 15. I only had like 5-6 months experience.
Well, not everybody can do that, bro. What was it? ¿Tienes el don o qué? I mean,
no. I mean, it was
te
just.
pasó tu abuelo, te pasó el DNA ese, carnal?
It was. It takes a lot of hard work to learn the accordion. It takes
I can imagine.
A lot of practice.
Yeah.
I would practice day and night. Pretty much.
I think it's one of the hardest instruments to play. I would imagine, because you have to time the squeezing of the buttons and the stretching of the accordion and all that stuff, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a lot of coordination, a lot of you got to kind of figure out the patterns, different patterns for different keys.
How intricate was your grandpa as far as playing?
My grandfather didn't show what he knew.
Mm-hmm.
He
kept it simple. It was
he kept it simple.
Yeah, less is more.
Yes,
and it's just perfect.
Less is more. I know a lot of older músicos. Mr. Rene Jocelyn from Alice, Texas, is another legend. We've talked about that, and he said, hey, your grandpa sabía mucho, sabía Bernal, sabía, but he wouldn't show it because he believed in simplicity, and he made his style, and it hit, people liked it.
Yeah, man. Oye, Ricky, ¿cómo comenzó la onda de conjunto en Alice, Texas? I mean, it's very rich in the conjunto culture there, right?
It sure is. As far as I know, from what I've researched just a little, my dad told me that Chano Cadena was probably one of the first ones in Alice, and my dad got to be a part of the band, the Chano Cadena.
Okay.
And Fito Flores was also a part of the Chano Cadena band, and his style was two accordions, you know. And before that, I mean, there's I think Chano Cadena. I'm not sure if it was his father or someone a little older than he was. Chano's. He's up there. He's real healthy. He's still with us.
Sí. ¿Qué tantos años tiene? Unos 80, güey.
He's probably more closer to 90
Wow.
than to 80. I mean, I'm not sure. Oh, Chano, if you hear that, don't get offended if I said that. But he looks great. I actually gave him and Rene Jocelyn a Sí Señor award. You know, this is an award that they're the only ones that have it. And there's not a committee or nothing. I chose them.
Yeah.
And we had a great turnout. You know,
That's awesome,
we presented it with them, but
Ya, la otra que hagas un party, si háblame, carnal, para darme la vuelta.
I sure will. I'm planning.
Sí,
I'm
¿verdad?
planning.
Hell yeah, man. Llevo el pinche cámaras y
Yeah.
la chinga, pongo unos cámaras. Ahí nos juntamos, prendemos el bote y
Oh,
nos
yeah.
prendemos del alcohol free brote también, bote. Y tú sabes, inventamos grabamos ahí la mosca que inventamos alrededor de la lumbre y la chingada. ¿Entiendes la onda?
But Alice got its name back when, like Ruben Lopez was talking about earlier. It's known as the birthplace of Tejano. You know, but Conjunto came way before Tejano.
Yeah.
You know,
Why is it Tejano? Why is it the birthplace of Tejano? What Tejano band would have given it that moniker?
Just so many. They weren't just from Alice. They were probably like from Fremont.
Robstown.
And yeah, from
Los Hermanos Serrata.
I think what attracted people to Alice, and maybe it contributed to it being so rich in like music, is the recording studio that was there back in the day, Mando Marroquin's recording studio.
Ideal Records. Back when the war started, World War II, there wasn't, you know, all the men were gone, and Carmen y Laura were famous around that time, and Carmen is Mando Marroquin's wife.
Okay.
And they did, you know, the recordings there. Paulino would go there and record.
Wow.
Conjunto Bernal. My dad was like a studio musician there, like, you know, back in my dad was started. He was born in 45. By 1960, he was a professional bajo player. My dad never considered himself an accordion player, like a professional one. He goes, I know how to play the accordion, but no, yo soy bajista, profesional. That's what he always, you know, considered himself. He goes, para acordeón, you know. Pero en el bajo, no cualquiera que me pueda tocar. He would really feel proud of being an excellent bajo player.
Yeah, wow.
Yes.
I really wish I would have been able to see your dad more perform more.
Yeah.
You know, I only saw him once, and it was at the Alamo Tri-City. ¿Cómo se llama the Tri-City Ballroom? ¿Verdad, babe?
Yeah, it was Tri-City Ballroom. I know who you're talking about.
In San Juan?
Yeah,
San
right
Juan,
off the expressway. I went there. And he was playing, and it was like 6 in the afternoon, 7, era una tardeada, yo creo. Y ahí estaba sentado tocando el acordeón, and I remember seeing him, and I just saw him, and I was just freaking out, dude, with the way they sounded, the music, the power of it, man, sounded awesome. And that was the first and only time I ever saw him, bro. I never got to see him again, dude.
Now, my dad performed in a lot of places that most bands probably never got a chance to or ever will. We're going to be at Billy Bob's coming up this Saturday, and my dad was one of the first Latin artists to be able to play there and sell it out.
Wow.
And
Billy Bob's.
Billy Bob's.
Fort Worth.
In Fort Worth, Texas.
¿Y ahí van a estar ustedes?
We'll be there opening up for Ramon Ayala.
Wow,
side
man.
with South Texas Homies, I believe.
Yeah, South
That's
Texas.
awesome, dude. I wish I lived in Fort Worth.
I know.
I'd be there,
to
man.
go.
Yeah, you know, the first thing I did when I found out about this gig, I got online to see if the Cowboys were playing there the next day.
¿Y van a jugar o no?
They're playing in Philadelphia.
Ojalá que le metan una chinga a los Eagles.
Yeah, I agree.
No, hombre. Wow, man, that's badass, man. Alice, Texas, dude. I know de ahí salieron muchos músicos.
Yeah, El Paz Descanse, JV, the founder of the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame in Alice, told me a funny story. He said they were driving to Dallas one day, and they saw a bunch of cars on the side of the road. Like, you know, like it was a big concert going on. And then they passed the billboard and it said Ruben Naranjo y los Gamblers, and it was at South Fork Ranch where they filmed the Dallas
Oh, yeah.
series, and my dad was headlining. He even headlined at that.
Oh, wow, dude.
They were all amazed. about
Remember
that.
Who Shot JR? Right? Well,
Yeah.
that was a big thing, right, Chaz?
Yeah.
The-
Who shot JR?
Yeah,
Here in
yeah.
the valley, it'd be Who Shot JR? LFD wants to know. The sponsors.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Ricky Naranjo and Ruben Naranjo, Los Gamblers, here tonight. I want to thank H&R Appliances, Sales and Repair, 1506 West Business 83. Mission, Texas, open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The number's 956-600-8778. Look at the warehouse. They have a warehouse full of appliances. If you're moving into a home and you want to put appliances, they've got everything for every single room that you need to put an appliance in. They've got stoves. They've got washers and dryers, electric and gas stoves, refrigerators, AC window units, freezers, and much more. If you want to have that freezer in your garage to put extra meat, extra beer, whatever you need to put, you can find it there. General Electric, Kenmore, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, financing available. Ya deja que tu señora esté lavando la ropa en el lado del río con piedras y ya no la tengas colgando la ropa en el lazo afuera, atrás en la yarda de atrás, ¿verdad? Comprar una washer dryer, cabrón. Dale. Hoy. Y pues, there are financing available. You go, te llevas una troca, te llevas lo que necesitas. We're going to get that one for the waters.
Yes, we need that
We
one.
need that one right there
Yeah.
because we like to have drinks for our guests when they come in here.
And they have stuff for your man cave.
Yeah.
You got it for the kitchen, but then if you want, your little room in the side, they got stuff just for you too. And everything they have there, you can take it home on that day.
Yeah. So, H&R Appliances, Sales and Repair, thank you so much. Also
Thank
want to
you.
thank Chorizo de H&H. Nombre, qué bárbaro. Tenemos un nuevo video que pusimos aquí. This is breakfast stuff, man. If you like the chorizo with breakfast, nombre, qué bárbaro. Mira, what's for breakfast? Pues chorizo de H&H, papá.
Oh my God.
Toda
that
la
looks so
mañana,
good.
papa con chorizo, huevo con chorizo, una salsita, unas tortillitas, mira. Mira unos huevitos. Sunny side. Mira nomás, mira.
Stop.
Qué bárbaro.
Me está pegando el hambre.
Qué bárbaro. Chorizo de H&H, 100% pork. It's not the type of chorizo de que te baña de pura aceite en la camisa blanca que tienes puesta antes de ir a la iglesia el domingo. You can find it at H-E-B, ladies and gentlemen, aquí in the Rio Grande Valley, Brownsville, San Benito, Harlingen, Mercedes, Westlaco, Elsa, Donna, San Juan, Far, Edinburgh. Si no está en el H-E-B cerca de ti, tú tienes que preguntarle, demand that they bring it. And so you can buy it and you can taste it. It's the best chorizo in the world. They've been around since the 40s, ladies and gentlemen. And the Familia Hinojosa, they know what they're doing when they do chorizo de H&H or chorizo del H&H. We've got Chaz Corona on the chat zone, man. What do we got? We got any action going on? How many people we got watching?
We got right now, we're at 281.
Awesome.
And all over the place. Valentino Duran from Milwaukee. And they said they saw you. Were you recently in Milwaukee at
The Mexican fiesta. It's been a while. We were out there a couple of years ago, right?
We've been there twice, and the last time was, I believe, 2 years ago. I think Bobby Polido was the headliner.
Yeah, Valentino Duran said, hey, he saw you in Milwaukee and that you guys did an awesome show.
Saludos.
Carlos Mendoza, Chicago. Jose Esquivel from San Antonio. Randy Sr. from Charlotte. And DJ N8. He said that you guys were in San Diego, Texas, playing at a funeral. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I've done quite a few funerals in the area. You know, it's something I don't really like to do, but I'll do it. You know, if in certain situations.
Yeah, well, DJ N8 said that the first time he saw you guys was at a funeral, and then from that day forward, he was a lifelong fan.
Wow, that's awesome.
And so, I commend you guys for doing. That's got to be a tough.
It's real nice.
It's a tough scenario.
Hard.
Yes,
it's hard. Even when I don't know the family, I get a knot in my throat.
Yeah, dude, it's
people's heart are broken.
As soon as they hear the music, people start crying. It's like a natural reaction.
Naturally.
And I think it's DJ Nate. Not DJ N8.
Oh, I'm sure you're right, Rod. That's why he's going in the Hall of Fame. Because he picks up on the subtlety.
He can decode two
DJ
characters.
DJ N8. I'm like, well, maybe it's just Nate.
Maybe he's just trying to be cool, and I'm making it uncool.
What if he was in your class and you were calling him wrong? You were misgendering him or something like that.
Right.
Oh my god.
Right.
DJ N8, are you here?
Is
DJ N8?
Aaron here? Aaron. Shout out to Sam Gaitan in San Angelo, Steely Bob and Alvin and Andres Villarreal in Westaco. And we want to wish Sal in the house who's recovering. And we hope you speedy recovery, Sal. And we hope
Sal.
you get better.
Yeah, those transitioning surgeries are a bitch, man. You know what I mean?
Babe.
The pelvis is very sensitive.
Yeah.
Sal, don't listen. We
But
hope
Sal,
you get better.
But Sal, we will
We're
say
going to
this.
start calling her Salina. Salina.
As we say in San Benito, we hope you get more better. But anyway, gentlemen, Sal wanted to ask you gentlemen, what is the origin of the Gamblers? Whose idea was it?
That is interesting.
Whose idea was it to get this thing off the ground?
They'll name the Gamblers. Yo no salió the Gamblers, carnal.
Was it on gamble? No, hombre.
The last time,
And it's an English word.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not a Spanish word. And you were using that way in the 70s, right? Or 60s, Gamblers?
the Gamblers were born, the name Ruben Naranjo y los Gamblers, antes era el conjunto de Ruben Naranjo. Linda Escobar is the one that told me that when his first recording and the birth of Los Gamblers.
Uh-huh.
I believe it was a few years ago we had the 50th anniversary, but era Mando Marroquín and some local guys from Alice, older gentlemen, from compared to my dad, they were a little older. And they just told him, pues, es un árbol, nunca sabes lo que va a pegar. And then my dad said, pues, what does that mean in English? And, my dad knew. So gamble, pues, somos los gamblers, and something as simple as that. That's, as far as I know,
and that's where it started.
Yeah, that's my, that's what I was told from
A good source, a reliable source.
Very reliable source, yes.
Yeah, man. And you guys are keeping the name alive, dude. That's awesome. I mean, do you all have somebody you're going to pass the torch to once you guys are done, man, to keep that Gambler name going, or is this it?
Yeah. Well, Ruben, he's 10 years younger than I am. And, and he's obviously a lot healthier. Ruben doesn't really drink. He'll have a few shots here and there. I've drank enough for like 3 lifetimes, so I'm kind of slowing
Ya le
down.
compraste 3 trailas a Budweiser. Y la chingada, ¿no?
yeah. That's what we're sponsored by Live Distributors.
How old are you, Rick?
I am 49 years old.
49 years. ¿Estás chavalo todavía, carnal?
Yeah, 49. Most of our family, I don't know why, we're all born like in spring break time. I'm from March. My niece is from March. My sister's from March. Got cousins.
If they're born in March, when were they conceived?
June.
June. It's summer babies.
Summer baby, yeah.
Estaba bien caliente June, papá. Vamos para la playa, papá.
No, but it's funny. We have back-to-back birthdays starting, I believe, like in your little sister was born the 12th, I
The
believe.
12, yeah.
Hey, nosotros, yo y Rally somos December. Toda la familia de Rally también, casi puro December. So, Easter weekend está con madre también, papá. Después de quebrar cascarones, ya sabes.
A couple of years ago, I tried to celebrate every birthday in the family, and by April, I was in the hospital.
No,
Oh no.
yeah.
Yeah, they told me no more partying, and every birthday just
Too much
skip-
birthday
skip
cake,
one.
okay, Ricky? Then?
Yeah, that's what it was.
¿Y qué te pasó? ¿Entraste al hospital, but you're doing okay? ¿O qué,
No,
qué
I'm
te están
doing
diciendo?
fine. It was just a bad hangover, pretty much.
Yeah. Mi
it
chavala también le habló a la ambulancia por una cruda, carnal.
happens.
Yeah, she did, right? Right before she was talking about it, she was really embarrassed.
Yeah, no, it
And
was-
then dice mi chavala, and they send the cutest hospital ambulance guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Pero no, so you're gonna be going into your 50s, and you're what, 39?
I'm 39.
You're 39. You're gonna be going into your 40s.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
And back in June, my birthday's in July.
Okay.
So back in June, we did a party in Victoria. And this guy comes up to me and he's like, "Hey man, I want to hire y'all to play at my 40th birthday next year." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." And that's when it hit me. I was like, "What year were you born?" And he told me 1984. And I was like, "Oh, that's the year I was born." I was like, "I'm gonna be 40 next year." It hit me.
And then from
realized,
40 to 45, you forget how old you are.
oh man,
And you're like 41 for like 3 years and shit, or 42 for like 2 years.
No, not 41. Maybe
Yeah.
different.
And then you start, once you pass 45, you say, well, shit, in 3 years, I'm going to be 50. In 13 years, I'm going to be 60.
Yeah.
And you start thinking in decades.
dang.
And from 48 to 50, your body completely falls apart. Gotcha. I mean, like 46, I was doing cartwheels. 49, wheelchair.
No.
I mean, like,
But he's not in a wheelchair no more. And this is what you guys got to do in order to be ready for your 50s
That's
and
right.
your 40s. You go to Dr. T's Primary Care for
right.
men and women, ladies and gentlemen. You feel sluggish, tired, gain weight. You're looking for a primary care clinic to help improve your quality of life, your sex drive. If you ain't having sex, man, you ain't living, daddy. All right? And your wife, you know what I mean? She's la va a poner, bro. You know? 1-855-771-1650 or drtees.com. They've got hormone replacement therapy, testosterone, which is something that can help you burn fat, give you energy, and, excite your libido as well. They've got IV vitamin infusion, boost your immune system in one sit, and they're just fantastic, full of vitamins. Peptide therapy, it's what they call the fountain of youth. You get on that peptide therapy, you'll start getting younger because your body will start producing the chemicals you did when you were in your 20s. And hombre, cállate la boca, shut up. And the women feel that from a man. Believe it.
Oh my.
Make that appointment, 1-855-771-1650, drtees.com. Voy a mandar a Ricky a Ruben mañana
oh, yeah.
para que vayan y les den una shot y cállate
And it's
la
going to
boca,
be
shut
like,
up.
by the power of Grayskull. You guys going to have electricity shooting through your vertebrae?
Yeah. El vertebrae. Shut up, bro.
It's the size. Hey, Rock, you just got a shot. When'd you get your shot from Dr. T?
I went yesterday because I had this freaking congestion and stuff.
From the landmark.
Yeah,
You were
from the
saying-
landmark. Pinche sereno me chingó, vato. Pero I'm getting better. I'm still coughing a little bit. Ahorita I coughed y salió verde para la
Oh
shirt
my
aquí.
God, stop.
Luckily, the camera wasn't on me. I
thank
coughed.
God.
Y pum, salió aquí. Y Ricky estaba hablando. Mira, la madre, pinche moco ahí, la chinga.
Hey,
So
Ricky.
disgusting.
Ricky, do you remember when
Gross.
Hulk Hogan would Hulk up and then he would win the match?
Yeah, they know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I
when they gave Rock the shot, that's when he started hulking up a little bit. And then they started playing Real American.
Yeah. I am the real American.
I thought you bought a step down under the giant again or something. A little Volkswagen or something.
Oye, Ricky, ¿graduaste de Alice High School too?
No, Bembo Badger all the way. Man.
Ahí ves. The whole class of 30? How many were in your class?
We're 30. I was in the top 30 of my class.
I hit it. Wow, dude. Bro. Hey, right?
So you always brag, but I don't want to brag, but I'm in the top 30%.
Oh, yeah. Especially when I'm in like Houston, big cities.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Oye, y cuando estabas en la escuela, estabas en band, había
I was
música?
actually a big football player fan. I was a running back and a linebacker. You had to go. You had to play like both sides.
Whoa!
Yeah, and I was pretty good.
See?
The only times the stadiums were filled was when I was playing football.
Y so
No, I'm
ya
just kidding. No, we got some good players going on now.
Nomás oía
but-
Ricky Naranjo por el intercam toda la noche.
Oh, yeah. My dad went to go see me twice.
Sí.
Puro 4 touchdowns in one game, right?
Five.
Ven out, bandida.
Five in one year.
Five,
Right.
really?
Este vato le ganó
Yeah.
Dorset, carnal.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
5 touchdowns, and that's what they took me out at the end of the third quarter. I didn't play the fourth quarter.
Yeah, like,
And
we got to take it easy on the other team.
Oye, ¿no te ponieron el nombre en el hallway o algo así? ¿O this
No,
hall
there
belongs
was-
to Ricky Naranjo?
I'm still barred from there. Man.
Sí, ¿por
I
qué?
can't even go see my daughters play either.
Hombre.
My oldest graduated. What was it? I don't remember the year. But my youngest is a senior, and she's into basketball. So but the parents are different now. Like my mom would would park her car at the end of the stadium
Ajá.
and check it out from there. And I'm
Mira,
now,
mi jefe.
now they go in the stands and they make it about themselves or whatever. They
Exactly.
pelean and
Yeah.
everything. But
Ya
my,
sé.
now, like I said earlier, my dad went to go see me twice. And both times they took me in an ambulance to the hospital.
Oh my
Porque.
I busted my knee up one time.
Oh,
and,
shit.
and then
Ya no vengas a verme, jefe.
Oh, yeah. So basically that's what I told him. Yeah.
El Jinx.
Sí. Wow. ¿Y tú, Ruben, estabas en la high school de Ben Bolt también? ¿O fuiste a Atlas?
No, I went to Atlas, brother.
¿Eras coyote?
I was a coyote.
¿Y
yeah.
qué hacías en la escuela? ¿Eras un nerd o eras...
I was in band.
¿Estabas en band? Toda madre.
And then I entered a conjunto band, so I didn't
Sí.
have time for anything else.
You're 15 years old. ¿Estabas que 9th, 10th grade? Algo así, ¿no?
yeah.
Yeah, I had to go pick him up to go to the gigs. You know, they're at the school.
They would be waiting for me outside with a little trailita and stuff.
Sí. Y no te hacían pedo las viejitas y nada de eso en los conjuntos shows, carnal. Te doy todo el cheque, mijito.
Oh my God.
Or the cafeteria ladies.
How was the trip, man? Like 15 years old, going to a conjunto show and playing and performing in front of a bunch
Hey.
of people, then going to school like nothing the next day.
Clubs y todo el pedo.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, going back to that Milwaukee gig, the first time that we performed
oh,
there,
that was crazy, man.
I sent the band and I sent his dad, my brother Ruben Naranjo Jr. I sent him to drive the guys out there, and because Ruben couldn't miss any more school. You know, you have to be there so many days. And I told Ruben, don't worry, we'll get a flight. You know, we'll fly out.
Yes, I
And I was-
guess.
and I'm all confident and everything. And then
You gotta fly out to this one, Richie.
Oh yeah, so we get into the plane and like. Well, it's a prop plane, man.
Oh, shit.
Have you never been in one of those before?
Te
You could-
sacan los
you could
pedos,
only,
carnal.
I think it was only like a 30 passengers. I got my van was nicer than that plane.
It was my first time flying, and I was all looking out the window. Oh man, it looks cool. Ricky was all like,
I was ordering drinks already. Like, hey, give me some drinks. And stuff, man.
Ricky trajo el Chiqui Schneider bien apretado. ya, madre, bro.
I was like, look at the propeller. Ricky was like, no, cierra el blind.
They're putting duct tape on it.
Y de ahí esos planes para llegar al level 9. Están peleando para llegar arriba y no
They,
vayan.
they were just right there. You could see the whole thing. Like, before, you just see clouds, but underneath you, like at 30,000+ feet. This one was only like about 500 feet. Man. I swear I saw a kite like right next to it. Yeah.
Era la huila. La huila.
Man, that was an awesome gig, though. Big shout out going out to all the people over there at the Milwaukee Fest, all the people that put it together.
We might end up. They contacted me about maybe hosting it next year.
The Mexican
so.
Fiesta. It's,
Oh, man,
it's an awesome event.
I'll have a lot of fun with the raza over there, man.
So they got like 5 different stages, and there's bands.
At
you
least
know,
5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least
at
five.
least 5 at that time.
So they got music going on
Qué
all these
bárbaro.
stages.
Che Woodstock de pura raza, ¿no?
Everybody was out there that year. Ruben Ramos,
Alicia Villarreal,
right?
the-
Johnny
the-
Canales filmed this show. We came out.
Oh, we're the only ones to perform live. Everybody was, doing
Playback.
the regular
Playback.
show. We actually performed live, and the funniest thing ever is my Ruben's dad just peeked out of the middle of the show, peeked out of the curtains in the back, and took a Polaroid or whatever. I don't know, but it was such a fun gig. We've had so much fun and traveling. I mean, I want to mandar saludos a todos de California. We haven't been there in a while. We'll get there. We've been all the way to Washington State. We scared away the Sasquatch,
Sasquatch,
for about 10 years. He was wearing a Ricky Naranjo shirt, and he was still hungover. But we went to the casino in
Michigan.
the Soaring Eagle Casino. It's a huge casino, and it was hosted by Felipe Esparza.
Oh, yeah. He was here on our show.
Oh, really?
No, not Felipe. We had Willie Barcena.
Yes.
Felipe was with me on the radio station. at the
He
radio
was just
station.
starting out at the time, and the guy was hilarious,
Yeah.
man.
What's up, fool?
funny, bro?
Yeah.
That guy's great. We had a great time. It's something. It's not for everyone. That's what I tell a lot of young individuals that want to become musicians, and that's their dream. I give them some warnings about.
Takes a lot of sacrifice. There's a lot of indulgence as well. There's a lot of influences. Desveladas, también malpasadas.
Yes.
And en la dieta de camino nomás no, bro. That's
What a burger.
Yeah, and it catches up to you. I mean, that's why a lot of musicians, man, it's all they live on because they're constantly on the road. and it affects them later on in life. But there's ways to make adjustments and be able to get a little healthier as you get older. That way, to give you the long-lasting, health to be able to take this to the next level at the later age. Right?
Yeah, there's a lot more. I think people just didn't know better, and I think now it's out there that
they're more educated on it.
Very, very much more educated and more aware, and
And they've got us to be able to tell them, right? To warn them about it, dude.
I have no one to blame but myself for the health issues that I've encountered throughout my life. So, I try and tell people that,
Cuídate.
You got to take care of yourself now.
Yeah. Well, the body's an amazing machine that can recover and make a comeback, Ricky. It just have to make a few adjustments in life. Every decade, I remember when I turned 40, because I've been sober for 16 years. I mean, I would be dead.
When
right
we
now.
first met you, I think that was your first. You completed like a year or something like that.
I've probably been through rehab.
I'm very proud of you, Rock. I really am.
I have a strong support system. My wife is absolutely amazing. We just, I don't have any, no me dan ganas de andar en el pedo, nada de eso. I just want to be home, chilled out. I've done plenty in my life to damage. I made enough, done enough damage, ¿verdad? But sobriety is so amazing that it gets to a point where you get reminded and you get rewarded. Like today, I had a call. I'm going to be in a Hall of Fame. I mean, it's just, I'm glad I'm here today to be able to hear that. Yeah. And to receive that, because if I had kept the road that I was doing, that I was traveling, I'd be like the friends that I've gone to see at the funeral home, that are my age, that didn't stop, and that's something that I've learned. I've learned that all the hardcore drinking buddies of mine that kept going, they're not making it out of their 50s, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pero estos cabrones eran de todos los días, carnal. Ten la onda. Yo era un binge drinker. Yo pisteaba por 5 días y de ahí no pisteaba por 2 semanas, Then I'd start again otra vez, pero...
Yeah, no, it's tough, but...
Are you still drinking beer and stuff like that, or...?
Yeah, I mean, they told me a few things, to... I had three different doctors tell me 2 different things, and... one of them, because I've had some friends that I've lost, and they quit cold turkey, and a couple of months later.
Are you somewhat like your dad that doesn't believe the doctors, or?
No, I believe the doctors.
Okay.
I go to the doctors every 3 months. No, I'm scared to death. I'm scared to death not to be here, especially for
we
my
want you
girls
here,
and stuff.
Ricky. You're fucking. I mean, you're like a key to keeping this legacy alive, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
you need
I'm
to
trying
take care of yourself.
Yeah, I tried. There's different things that but. A sober life is a lot better than a non-sober life. I've noticed that.
But it's hard to kick the whiskey, the booze. I mean, I've gone through it.
Yeah, no,
it's real tough, man. It's not
easy
that
to start.
easy.
I don't have any problem drinking it. It's stopping sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I understand what some people are in denial or whatever. Yeah. I'm not. I know.
Some guys say I got a drinking problem. I got 2 hands and 1 mouth. Right?
I got a question here for Ricky. This is from Sergio Gonzalez, and it says here, Ricky, does Ricky still have his grandfather's accordion? Do you still have?
That's for me, Ruben.
Oh, okay. Well, he says here Ricky, but
They get Ruben and I confused all the time, and we've been together for over 20 years, and it's still
they mix up the name.
Yeah, people come and hey Ricky, and I'm like I'm Ruben.
I love it because I just say
and they're like
yeah.
I tell them I'm Ruben, and they're like, that went to Ricky. You're
Ricky to me.
Ricky Bobby.
They'll call me Kike and all these different names, and they still call him Ricky.
Yeah. So
Ruben,
to the question. Hi, I'm Ruben, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, I have quite a few of my grandfather's accordions. Yes, I got. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got at least 4 of them.
Do you record with them? Ever,
I have. I've recorded with them. I haven't used them lately to record anything, but back in the day when I first started, that's pretty much the only instruments I owned. So the early recordings, yes, I used them, and I like the sound. So you never know. I mean, we might bust out the oldie for
because you can't replicate the sound of an accordion that's like a classic?
Um,
Or can you?
it has to do with the tuning. You know,
Yeah.
everybody has their style. Like, for example, Tony La Rosa, he has a specific tune to make the accordion sound that way.
Dos Gilbertos.
Dos Silbertos, exactly. You see, and Ruben Naranjo's tuning is a certain way.
My dad tuned his own accordions for pretty much his whole career. When Amadeo came back from California to Alice, that's when he started tuning my dad's accordion. But my dad would tune it a certain way. That's why the sound. And some of those accordions were tuned in between tunes. And I think the last accordion my dad used, it was Ruben put it back into intermedio, and that's why people would say, that's sped up or whatever. But no, I said they didn't know that you could do that, and my dad knew that you could. My dad knew a lot about music, a lot more than what people
Gave him credit.
Yeah, give him credit for. But to me, the most impressive thing that I've noticed, throughout the years, in the 5 years that I was with him, is that my dad was a very, very good vocalist. One of the best vocalists that I've ever heard in English or Spanish. His range is unbelievable. If you pay attention to most of the recordings that you hear, he's doing both voices.
They always credit the accordion playing, and they kind of don't focus on the vocals, right? And it gets kind of...
It's all about the harmony with Ruben Naranjo music, It's all about that harmony, and yes, the accordion too, the beat, it all has to sync up together to get that sound.
Well, Rock and Roll James just coughed up his lung.
Yeah.
And we want to say it was great knowing you, Rock. And just we'll pick up your pancreas and
Let's say,
man, Rock was Riley.
What?
Riley, was that weird? Was he just hemorrhaging on this? I was trying not to look. I was like, so Ruben, you're recording.
I turn off the mic when I'm doing that shit.
Somos primos, Rock. I get sick like that too, man.
It came out of my mic.
Yeah, he's so over the top, I swear.
Soy bien extra de a madre.
Big time.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to invite everybody to Ace's Barbecue in Mission, Edinburgh, and now in McAllen, Texas, right down the street from us, Nolana. Look at that. Cut up some of that brisket. That's a Carolina right there. That plate right there. Nombre que bárbaro. Nachos con brisket. The sausage está bruto. The ribs. And then they've got that awesome plate with enchiladas, brisket enchiladas.
Brisket enchiladas,
wow.
Hombre, vato,
It's
tan bruto.
amazing. It's amazing.
They got
That
fried
sounds
fish
amazing.
on Friday.
You gotta do it in your smoker, Ruben.
No, hombre, nomás desen la vuelta para acá, carnal. It's on me, bro. Aquí se los llevo para Aces down the street. And yo fui ahora en la tarde y levanté una libra de brisket y una libra de turkey. Y no, hombre, te dan, mira, bien servido, man. Look at that. Got some
So
brisket.
pretty.
Nice.
Y sabrosísimo.
Delicious.
A mí me gusta el moist. Me gusta que tenga una poquita de mantequita. ¿Tú sabes? Y el turkey, mira, me dieron chingados. Me va a durar todas las
So
semanas el turkey.
I love it.
Con pickles y onions, o sea, para darle un saborcito, ¿me entiendes? Y el barbecue sauce, papá. Y de ahí, pues tienes que agarrar un dessert, papá. Y
You
pues,
got me dessert.
Pues a huevo,
You
baby, ya
did?
sabes.
Yeah.
Mira, peach cobbler.
Oh.
Un peach cobbler. Y pues también tengo que traerme el bread pudding. Mira el bread pudding ese,
Oh
papá.
my God.
It's
so
shining,
good.
dude. Mira nomás, qué bárbaro. Para la muela picada, papá. A ver, nos peleamos por... Pues te doy un poquito del mío y tú me das un poquito del tuyo también, baby, ¿verdad?
I don't share.
That's what we do. Aces, McAllen. Y también el Chaz fue para allá. ¿Cómo te fue,
I
Chaz?
also went today. I was super hungry, and I saw that their menu every day they have a special.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, look at this. They have
Ese
a
vato ya está posing de a madre.
I know, man. I was trying to show the bicep. And I saw on Friday they have fish. So this Friday, Rock, Rally, I think we have a date set in infamy.
Órale.
Fish Friday. And I got the special that for today. Today's special was the brisket and sausage. So I got that for my dinner.
Yeah.
And Rally, do we have that? Or
Yes,
is
yeah,
that
yeah.
queued up?
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
it's not as a it's so there's the potato salad and then the rice and the
Oh my
brisket
God, look at
and the
that.
sausage. Now they do something with the potato salad that I've never seen before. And Rock, have you had the potato salad?
Yes. We've had it.
I don't know how they do this, they have microscopic brisket bits in the potato salad because you don't see the brisket, but when you're eating the potato salad, it has the little brisket dust. I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about, Ross?
Sí.
Yeah, like I don't know how they accomplish this.
So como
It's
chicharroncitos de brisket.
They must have a nuclear fusion because like you can't see
Yeah, no,
brisket.
you can see it.
You know
Yeah.
why? Because La Familia Aguilar are masters of the flame, bro. They are.
That's right.
So go by. It's Ace's Barbecue. You can call them at 956-627-4648. Ace's Barbecue, Texas on Instagram. And they're in Edinburgh, Mission, and right here in McAllen. The McAllen place is awesome. Come on by. It used to be the Fuddruckers, and it's just amazing to take your whole family out there. We're going to do some comedy there as well. We'll be giving you the dates later on. Plus, maybe we'll do like a big old PVT Christmas party there, and man, we'll buy
We should.
we'll buy chingos of brisket for
We
people and
should.
stuff, right?
We should.
We'll do that, ladies
We'll
and gentlemen.
invite Audelio Perez.
Yeah. So next week, ladies and gentlemen, next Tuesday, we have Stephanie Montiel, and she is a beautiful music legend from Tejano, from San Antonio in the Tejano music industry. And she redid. I had to call her husband and just congratulate him on what they did with the Tejano songs. They recorded some classic Tejano songs from the 90s, and they did Ven Devórame Otra Vez. Here's a little video clip so you can check it out.
Let's see this.
En mi cama nadie es como tú. No he podido encontrar el querer que dibuje en mi cuerpo y en cada rincón sin que sobre un pedazo de piel. Ven, devórame otra vez. Ven, devórame otra vez. Ven, castígame con tus deseos más que mi pecho va a arder para ti.
Wow. Hey, Rock,
She looks great.
we got a super chat. Shout out to Liberty Roofing, the best in the valley. Andres Villarreal. Hey, Andres, thanks for hanging out.
Thank you, Andres.
The PVT crew.
Le tuvo que meter the best in the valley a él, cabrón.
Pues, tú sabes, bro.
Compra comercial, amigo. Ah, sí compró. Nos aventó una super chat.
Super
Super
chat.
chat. hombre.
Any other dedications or anything like that, bro? Before
Just
we go?
Audelio Perez said, hey, thanks for inviting me for the Christmas party. And a couple of last shout outs. Maria Santos in Pleasanton, City Style Boxing in San Antonio, Sonia Hernandez in Seguin, and Mario Arredondo in Concepcion.
Esto.
Thanks for hanging out.
La Chona. Sale con
Chona.
Concepción. La Chona, ¿verdad?
Stomping grounds, man.
Los ranchitos, ¿verdad? Qué
Yes,
padre
sir.
la vida de los ranchitos ahí. I love riding my Harley in those areas, man.
Oh,
a
yeah.
irme por la... antes de llegar a... Oh,
Te
no.
pasa por Gonzalitos y todo ahí.
Cuando pasas Alice y le sigues dando y antes de llegar a George West,
Oh,
there's like
tecolote.
está un rancho que es un rancho que tenía zebras y la chingada. Y nomás pasas el rancho ese y está Lagarto, la calle Lagarto.
Yeah.
Y le das por esa calle y no me that's a great riding, man.
They used to have a store there. I forgot what it was called. I think it was a bar, and it was a biker place. And I think it's still there.
It's in the corner of 37 and at the end of there, I think. There's chingos like antlers outside and shit.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing area. You know, all of the area like where the valley is amazing as well. You know, saludos a toda la gente from this Zapata County all the way down to
Cameron County,
Cameron
Brownsville,
County.
yeah.
We perform around here, and we have people from all the way from over there coming all the way down here, and then when we perform over there, they're vienen todos allá. So
Yeah.
you know, we've been very blessed with
Got
the
a fan base, bro.
and you know,
¿No han
saludos a
tocado en la
todos.
lomita con Pepe Maldonado?
It's been a while. It's been a while, pero ahí comenzamos. Ahí comenzó
yeah.
Ricky Naranjo, los Gamblers.
Pues cuando
and, you
vengas
know,
para acá, me let me know para ir el domingo ahí. Aunque estén jugando los Cowboys, mejor voy a verte. So,
No,
acabo miro el game, lo watch on YouTube en 12 minutos, carnal. Después, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
We're actually going to be here in the valley coming up.
When?
En La Feria.
¿Dónde mero? En el
November the
Silverados?
17th, Silverados.
November 17th.
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday.
November
Oh, míralo, ahí
17th.
está.
Oh, nice.
Well, midnight run. Everybody's invited.
Oh,
Friday.
Vega, Joe Vega, Midnight
Yes.
Run.
Yeah.
Ricky Naranjo, Los Gamblers. Man, that's going to be a party right there, man.
It's always a great place to perform. We always get amazed on how, we do sound check and there's already like about 100 people watching us do sound check, and then we still got to take off. And we always like to go to Harlingen to the.
There's like a food truck park out there.
Yeah, food
Yeah.
truck park, and then we come back and do our thing, and it's amazing, how these new small venues, are popping right now. They're doing well. You know.
Pues conjunto siempre vas a tirar gente, bro. Especially you guys. I mean, you guys, porque you know what you're gonna get when you go see the Gamblers, man. You're gonna get that freaking authentic, legendary Gambler sound, and there's nowhere else to get it.
No, we've been blessed. We got a very good crew. I mean, they're probably 80% of the reason that we sound, well, and people enjoy it. We started off with just the five of us. We were five in the band because Roger wouldn't play the bajo; he would just sing, and it was just us for many years, many years. And then we got an engineer, which is Ruben's little brother Royel. He's the one that kind of pretty much runs the whole show.
Sí.
And so there's four of us. There's four musicians and four staff members. So it's more like a team.
Sí.
And it's a team effort. And that's one thing that I try to tell a lot of other musicians that are starting off. Hey, you got to get your stuff together.
You got to get your crew, man.
And,
Your squad.
Yeah.
You can't depend on other people making
man.
you sound the way they want you to
Yeah.
sound. You got to sound the way.
That's why
you
your
wanna
dad
sound.
went. That's why your dad went to Fort Worth and got into that
Yeah.
studio.
Oh, and one of the best gigs that my dad ever had was actually here at Greg's Ballroom in Mission.
Oh yeah, the infamous Greg's Ballroom.
Yeah, my dad stayed at some big band. I'm not sure if it was Liberacion or some big Mexicans. And they didn't want to let him use his PA or their PA. So my dad said, "No, he had a little server in Vega on one side. There was probably about 4,000 people in there. Oye, no lights." no lights at all.
Hey.
El que la gente, they just kept on saying otra, and but those are just stories.
Se salen los pinches grupos que hacían ese jale, vato.
Yeah, and,
I'm the type, if I was that band, I'd tell them, let them use everything. I don't give a shit.
That's the way we are now.
Yeah.
That's why we invested. We own our own production.
Yeah.
We have a line array
You
system.
have to, bro.
We have a video.
And now you can have your sound set up on a board and take the board and plug it into anybody's, and their sound is already set.
Well, we used
Yes.
to do that, but my brother's like, man, we don't need to do that. My brother, man. Big
Ahí
shout out
gracias.
to our crew. Yeah, he's a big part of our
Pro,
team.
vato.
So a
Esto.
big shout out to our guys. Going out to Roger Ramirez, bajo, segunda voz. Going out to Javier Ramirez, our bass player. My brother Ruben Naranjo, he's our engineer.
Sí.
Our on-stage engineer, the monitor engineer, Mr. Dennis Silva. And his brother Mark, he runs our lights. And my cousin Rick, he's our merch guy. So Rick Hernandez. So big shout out to the whole Gambler crew.
Hey, and when are you guys going to go back and finish the job with AJ Castillo, man? I heard you earlier were talking about you guys being at AJ Castillo's studio in Austin or something. What's wrong, baby?
No, nothing.
Let me quickly do a super chat to these two,
Yes,
and then
please.
you can finish your
okay,
question.
all right.
Right? Just shout out to both of you, Ricky and Ruben. From Joe and Veronica Esquivel in San Antonio, they're big fans, and they've had a great time watching you guys.
We
And
played at their wedding.
And they are glad you guys are here. And guys, thank you for the super chat,
Thank you, guys.
Joe and Veronica. Go ahead, Rock.
Orale. Yeah, so you guys said you started a deal with AJ Castillo's studio 6 years ago, and that you're still working on it, or what? Are you ever going to go back, or what?
Yeah, we did half an album, and the way it went down is cuando pegó COVID.
Oh, okay.
So they shut everything down, and we didn't get to finish it.
Yeah.
But since then, AJ has built a brand new studio in San Marcos, Texas. So
Yeah.
big shout out going out to AJ Castillo. and all.
One of the most underrated accordion players I've ever seen.
The
Dude
guy
is amazing,
tears
bro.
it up on the accordion.
He's amazing. I'm going to have him here on the show, ladies and gentlemen. January 31st, AJ Castillo's coming here.
So big shout out going out to AJ and all the crew. So he built a brand new studio, and we were talking about it the other day. And I told him, man, I'm glad that it took so long because everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah.
So, man, he has a
So you guys are going to
hell of
go
a
in and
studio.
finish it up, or what's going to happen?
Well, we're going to start overs because, I mean, the studio is so phenomenal, So,
How long does it take for you guys to pop out an album? A week, 2, or like your dad?
no,
or-
it just depends. You know, we've done an album all in one day before.
Uh-huh.
You know, so it just depends. If we're well
That's
rehearsed.
crazy, right? dude?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
And
one time we did a whole album in one day. We did vocals y todo el pedo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything done. You know.
So,
Es cuando estaban bien caros los estudios por hora, carnal.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Oh, we wouldn't start recording till like midnight or
Yeah.
like 1 in the morning,
Pues,
and you know.
Estás bien calibrado para esa hora,
Yeah,
carnal.
yeah.
Estás bien in tune y la chingada, todo el pedo para...
When we
Yeah.
first started, yeah, they would put us at like to record overnight. You know? And no, hombre, man.
Llegas
Those
bien-
were the days.
Those are the good days. vato. Man, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming to the show, man. And, you know, whatever y'all need from us here, we're here for you, man. We got to go visit you guys there at Green Acres, man. Go hang out and maybe turn the
Yeah.
pit on and chill out at the rancho or
Ruben just
something.
got a brand new pit that he's working. He's already got it
Cool,
down.
carnal.
You know, so
It's all.
we'll get it done. I've got a couple of acres there where everybody can hang out, do what they want, and have a great time, enjoy themselves. You know, I still live in the same place where it's my dad's home that he built
Yeah.
for my mom, and
I've never been
know.
there, and every time I go to Alice, I see the little sign that says Green Acres, and I always think about you guys, and I always say, man, I wish I could just go by and hang out with them for a while.
Hit us up, bro.
Yeah, and I'm thinking because, like I said, they're starting to put. We have the option of having members only. Maybe we could do a video of us at your pad.
we'll
and do it,
invite
and that'll
them.
be for members only.
El
you know?
PVT After Dark.
my dad's birthday is on the 22nd of February, and the last birthday he had, Gilberto Perez. There was a bunch of musicians there.
Rubén Vela.
Ahí en el rancho,
Yeah, they're where I live.
¿le van a hacer algo o qué, bro? Para ir.
No, he did. You know, my dad was still alive,
Oh,
and when he passed away in October, the first thing we do, I mean, we didn't have any insurances or anything like that. We had the Memorial Festival on the 22nd of the following year.
uh-huh.
And that's what paid for his funeral and everything. And I
Órale.
want to thank everybody who was a part of that. It was amazing. So many musicians. We
Sí,
must
bro.
have had about 9 or 10 musicians, and I mean bands. You know, complete
Yeah.
bands. And they
The respect they had for your dad, bro.
Not one of them charged me a dollar or a penny.
That's the
or
respect,
anything.
bro.
Ruben
for your dad.
Vela. I remember tocaron los Garcia
Yeah,
brothers.
the Garcia brothers did the following year.
A lot of
And-
those musicians came from nothing, bro. So, you know, I mean, they're guys that were out in the corner of the street playing for dimes and quarters, and then they ended up becoming legendary pioneers in this industry. And they still felt like they were still that kid playing in the corner, getting that quarter, you know? I mean, they were humble, man. You know what I mean?
We just
And-
performed with Little Joe at the Arlington backyard a few months ago, and you know his son-in-law. You know, we sat down together. He was like, "Hey, Little Joe really likes you guys. He'd like to do a little project with you all. You know, just hearing something coming from somebody like Little Joe, you know,
Yeah.
from his crew or whatever.
yeah.
It really means a lot. I mean,
It sure does,
they
man.
recognize, you know, a small conjunto from Green Acres or Alice,
Yeah,
Texas.
bro,
you know.
you guys are known all over, man. Well respected, and the great thing is that you guys have been able to carry the legacy of your dad and carried it well. You know, it's like you guys sound as good as he did, and listening to you guys perform is like listening to him sometimes, especially when you came into the picture, dude.
And thank you,
I
brother.
was freaking out, Ruben. When you came in, I was like, wow, am I seeing the next coming of Ruben Naranjo or what? Because
Some big shoes to fill, I'll tell you that.
yeah,
Big,
dude.
big shoes.
Accordion and vocal wise, and you guys, you know, hit it out of the ballpark, live and on record. And
Yeah, and you know, Roger, the guy I sing with, his dad used to sing with my grandfather, and he was
Fíjate.
he recorded a lot of those songs.
Yeah.
You know.
so
Mr.
it's
Pico
all
Ramirez.
second generation.
Yeah, he's second, I'm
DNA.
third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, man, cuídense, bro. We want you guys here for a while, bro. You know what I mean? I want to be 80 years old, and I want to still be hearing you guys. I'll be older than you all.
Hey, you know what? You mentioned Arlington backyard that we played there. That's right outside of the Texas Rangers Stadium.
Oh, sí.
By the way, I'm an Astros fan, but congratulations
Hey.
going out to the Texas Rangers. They just
Hey.
won the World Series.
They won right now?
Yeah.
Wow.
5-0
Congratulations.
final.
Anoche estaba 12-3, algo así. No me le metieron una chinga a los
Yeah.
Arizona Diamondbacks.
Congratulations going out to the Texas
Isn't it the
Rangers.
first time they ever win, right?
is.
The first time they ever win a World Series. Man, va a haber un desmadre allá en Fort Worth
Little
ahorita.
party.
Papá. Asústame.
It will
los
party
stockyards.
Saturday at Billy Bob's with Ramon Ayala,
Oh,
Ricky
yeah.
Naranjo, and the South Texas homies.
Es todo, papá.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Hey, Rock, we have one more. Man, we're on a trifecta with the super chats. Shout out to Manuel Fonseca. Asústame one time.
I know.
Para Manny de San Antonio.
Thank you, Manny.
Thank you, Manny, for the super chat.
You know what? We're going to have to change the intro to this show. Hashtag PBT hosted by the Tejano Roots Hall of Famer,
Ay,
Rock and
ese-
Roll James.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like it.
You're gonna have to sit on one of these.
Yeah. Voy a tener que sentar en la silla tuya, carnal.
Hey, Rock, tell them instead of a trophy to make it a belt.
Una pinche bell bruta, no. Me la voy a hacer yo, carnal. A ver, me la voy a hacer.
Oh,
Hall of Famer.
Hey.
You know what? I should have it done by the time we do the show so I can get up on stage to receive my award with a bell.
God, your ideas.
And I'll do a 2-minute promo. I want to tell you all you ham and eggers down there.
Stop.
Puro jet flying, limo riding. You got to do
I
the Ric
want
Flair
all
strut.
of you out of shape, no good, inbred, half-wit, nitwit.
I've spent more money on spilt liquor. No, but anyway.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you,
Congratulations on the show. I was telling you earlier that I saw like the first shows that you did, you know.
Yeah.
And man, you've come a long
I was
way.
freaking out because you were saying about the time when we first started. I was like, dude, you've been following us since then,
Yeah,
dude. That's amazing.
I like
dude.
to watch, man. It's,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
It's come a
muchas
long
gracias.
way. So
Yeah.
hats off to you.
Hey, dude,
Thank
it's
you.
like you guys, consistency. It's consistency.
Chale
You
ganas.
just keep moving forward, keep fucking doing it, man. You know, we still got life to live. People want to hear some entertainment.
There you go.
They want to see some entertainment. They want to keep hearing the music, the Ricky Naranjo y los Gamblers, bro. So
And you're bringing it to the 21st century.
yes, sir.
Right.
No, it's by the 2030, bro. It's gonna be crazy. Who knows how we're gonna be all sitting in our own homes, and it'll be like we're sitting in here. It's gonna be crazy.
By
virtual.
that time, puro atole. By that time, man.
Yeah. Dicen que by 2030 you're going to become immortal. You know, they'll have nanobots to put in your bloodstream, and then they'll put that
Wow.
thing in the back of your vortex, and you'll be able to, you know, Google your shit in your mind just
Yeah,
thinking
that-
about it.
The
That's
doctor
awesome.
you said might have that, man.
Dr. T's
T?
might have it.
Yeah. Yo le dije a mi wife, shit, I'll take it. I'll take that shit. You know, me pongo el pinche pedo aquí en el vortex para poder a pensar y saber y todo. Y la chingada, tiene chingo de información. What have I got to lose? I'll be 65 or something like that, right?
If it includes your quality of life, why not?
Sí, de ahí con el Dr. T's, carnal, cállate la
Yikes.
boca, chera. Voy a ser un
Watch out.
80-year-old chinga aventando. Si me metes en un old folks home, baby, vale más que se cuiden las viejitas porque chinga. Me voy a llegar bien caliente a madre.
The genetic,
God.
is the genetic jackhammer.
Oh my God.
Así me
Terrible.
ponen en The Golden Bachelor también, carnal, The
Oh
Golden
my
Bachelor.
God. Did you see that? Oh my God.
Pero watch out, The Golden Bachelor es como The Bachelor, pero es un viejón buscando una viejona, ¿entiendes?
Oh, man.
They're older. You haven't seen it? It's on ABC.
It's
funny.
I
hilarious.
saw the preview.
You know what? The ABC said, you know what? Our viewers are 65 and over. Why don't we just do something for them?
Golden Bachelor,
Yeah,
yeah.
they don't want to see a young 20-year-old stud, right? They want an older dude, right? And it's getting fantastic ratings,
You
bro.
know, on this channel on PVT, you may see very soon the Green Acres Bachelor. Right here in Texas.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Ricky, Ruben. Muchas
Thank you,
gracias,
brother.
guys.
Thank you
Órale.
for having us.
Make sure to
Thank you.
follow them on Instagram, Facebook, book them, man. These guys, they'll bring it to it. They'll bring it. They'll deliver. And they are fantastic. And there's one of the most legendary conjuntos in the United States of America and in history. Ricky Naranjo y los Gamblers from Ruben Naranjo y los Gamblers. Thank you so
señor.
much.
Thank you for having us.
Vámonos,
Saludos.
Recio. Everybody wave.
el panteón de aquel pueblo hay una tumba vacía.
Oye, el Ricky.
El diablo robó